On the 628th day of the war in Ukraine, the fighting was concentrated in these areas. In Donetsk front, fierce battles are taking place in the Avdiivka sector, where the Russian forces are attacking near Stepove and north of the chemical plant, as well as south and southwest of the Ukrainian stronghold. During the last 48 hours, the Russian forces did not make any major advances, but as indicated by the growing number of armored assaults, it seems that the Russian command has finished the preparations for the third wave of the attacks over Avdiivka. During the past few days, the Russian army launched a series of armored assaults north and southwest of Avdiivka in support of their infantry units who tried to advance and penetrate the Ukrainian defenses near Stepove and Sieverne respectively. Russian infantry forces managed to enter the first buildings of the village of Stepove across the railway, but a quick Ukrainian counterattack eliminated the threat and the Russian forces could not establish a foothold inside the settlement. However, despite failing to capture Stepove, the Russian threat remains high as Russian soldiers maintain a presence along the railway, and yesterday they managed to capture another tree-line position between Stepove and the chemical plant, with reports and geolocated footage suggesting that now the Russians are trying to advance near the tree lines that are located between the Terikon and the chemical plant, possibly in preparation for a new wave of attacks over the Ukrainian stronghold. Despite the limited success of the Russian infantry forces north of Avdiivka, the doubled armored assaults launched on Sieverne and the chemical plant did not manage to break the Ukrainian defenses, as Ukrainian forces were ready to meet the Russian attacks and responded by artillery fire and FPV drones, destroying no less than 5 armored fighting vehicles and a T-72B3M tank near the Terikon, as well as 5 other BMPs, another tank and a UR-77 demining equipment south of Sieverne. On their side, the Ukrainian forces continued to launch counterattacks and destabilize the Russian flanks. Geolocated footage shows that during the last 48 hours, Ukrainian forces made small but important advances on the northern flank near Krasnohorivka and on the southern flank near Pisky, where they managed to push 800 and 400 meters respectively. After securing the control over the area south of Berkivka's reservoir northwest of the city of Bakhmut a few days ago, the Russian forces started to launch a series of attacks on the southern part of the front, aiming to regain the lost ground near the villages of Klishchiivka and Avdiivka. The Russian army attacked the advanced Ukrainian positions north of Klishchiivka, as well as near the lakes east of the village. North of Klishchiivka, Russians managed to push back the Ukrainian forces from their positions across the railway, but despite the reports from pro-Russian sources about Russian troops entering Klishchiivka, geolocated footage shows that the Ukrainian forces maintain full control over the village and likely hold all their positions across the railway embankment. According to some Ukrainian sources, their troops left some of their advanced positions near the lakes east of Klishchiivka to relocate on better positions along the railway. Russian forces likely advanced about 500 meters in this direction. In Kupyansk front, during the last 48 hours, battles intensified on the northeastern part of the front, with both sides conducting offensive operations southwest of Persotravneve. After several Russian attacks in this sector, Ukrainian forces responded with a quick counterattack north of the Orlianka-Petropavlivka road, where Ukrainian armored units attacked the advanced positions of the Russian army and landed infantry forces on the nearby tree lines. Today, Ukrainian sources published more information on the outcome of the Ukrainian counterattack, and according to them, Ukrainian forces restored their control over some tree-line positions north of the key road and even captured a number of Russian soldiers who surrendered to the Ukrainian forces. However, Russian forces still maintain the pressure north of the Orlivka-Petropavlivka road, as geolocated footage published by the 14th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Army shows that the Ukrainian defenders repelled another Russian attack southwest of Persotravneve, destroying at least 2 armored fighting vehicles and a T-72 tank. Friends, if you like my daily updates, I kindly ask you to hit the like and subscribe buttons, as this will greatly help the channel to reach a wider audience. That's all for today's update. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and have a great day.